This is a shocking story of a dental student who became a killer driven by her jealousy. Let's turn over to our companion detective to know more about this case. Detective, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Let's start from the beginning. This is the story of Brenda, a former dental student from Dallas, Texas. On the surface, Brenda seemed like any other young woman, focused on her education and future. Born in Mexico, she moved to the United States, pursuing a career in dentistry while living what appeared to be a normal life. Quiet and reserved, Brenda gave the impression of someone working hard toward success. However, beneath this exterior, she was plagued by intense feelings of insecurity and jealousy. When her relationship with Ricardo ended, her emotions took a darker turn. Ricardo moved on and began dating a new girl, Kendra Hatcher. Let's call her Kendra. Brenda's attempts to move on were shallow at best. Deep inside, she couldn't bear the thought of Ricardo loving someone else. Her feelings of jealousy escalated, and Brenda became consumed with the idea of Kendra. What started as heartache spiraled into something far more dangerous than anyone could have ever predicted. One day, Brenda couldn't handle her jealousy anymore. She couldn't accept that Ricardo had moved on with Kendra. In a moment of desperation, she made a terrible decision. Brenda came up with a plan to end Kendra's life. She hired 2 hitmen to help carry out her plan. One to do the killing, and the other to help with the escape. Brenda's feelings of insecurity and obsession led her to a tragic choice that would forever change lives. Then the evil plan was set into motion. The hitman approached Kendra in the parking garage of her apartment complex. As she went to her car, the hitman ambushed her, firing a fatal shot at close range. They took her life in an instant, and then quickly fled the scene. All of this unfolded because of Brenda's jealousy and obsession, leaving a trail of devastation in its wake. After Kendra's murder, investigators began piecing together evidence that led them to Brenda. Her connection to the crime was revealed through phone records, surveillance footage, and the confession of one of the accomplices. The police discovered that Brenda had been the mastermind behind the murder, and when they realized she had fled to Mexico, they sought help from Mexican authorities. After months of hiding, she was captured and eventually extradited back to the United States. Her trial eventually resulted in a guilty verdict for capital murder. Brenda was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. So, rest in peace, Kendra.